Yo, what's going on, guys? Koi here. Today, we're going to be talking about Hit in Dragon Ball GEKISHIN SQUADRA. This is going to be my build guide and strategy guide for Hit. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it straight up. First impressions, honestly, from when I actually got to play him and pretty much master him, pretty much, you'll see that he is very, very interesting. Early game poke, very impressive. He has this ability of going invisible, or quote unquote time skip is what's his ability. And if you don't know him, he is from the Tournament of Power. So, well, technically the Universe 6 arc, I believe. But you do see him in the Tournament of Power too. So he is a Dragon Ball Super character. He's very impressive whenever it comes down to just striking and moving, which is quite interesting. Thanks for the sub, Alex. So let's get into it. How does he actually work? Now, his passive is Fear of Death. Fear of Death is the hit passive that he can put on top of someone's head whenever he strikes them with an ability or with pretty much anything that applies the skill itself that could trigger it, and mostly happens whenever the enemy is unaware of your position. So you can even use bushes and stuff like that. It applies movement speed down, which is really cool. Deals extra damage and gains shorter cooldown on infiltration when Fear of Death is stacked. So dimensional infiltration and Fear of Death is stackable. And the really cool part about this is that you could actually trigger this multiple times in the same sitting. And that's because Fear of Death doesn't really go away until after you actually kill the person that you're actually after. The rush attack is very, very good. What it allows you to do is it allows you to hit somebody at an extended range whenever you're in stealth mode. So during stealth mode, which could be triggered by either bushes or dimensional infiltration, you could be undiscovered by the enemy until you actually attack them with a powered up attack, and it does a lot of damage. It also teleports you into the person's face, which is really, really sick. Becomes powered attack if used against an enemy hero while in the state, warping to the enemy hero. Yeah. We already talked about it. Death Blow. Now, Death Blow is rather interesting and honestly my least favorite move in the entire kit. And the only reason I say is that it has less priority than the other moves, because this one itself is just straight up a poke. It does do a lot of damage, and it does continue your stealth effect, which is pretty cool. So if you're about to run into stealth, you hit this, you poke them again, you go into stealth for a little bit longer. And you could keep doing this again and again and again, but this is like not really that important compared to his second and third skill. Now, Vital Strike Point, or Vital Point Strike, this is really cool. What it allows you to do is it allows you to do a thrust attack, and at level 2, you could generate a shockwave going out the back of somebody's spine and into their enemy heroes as well. The cool part about this is if you use this while in the bushes or while during Dimensional Drift is initiated, Dimensional Infiltration is initiated, which is the invisibility. Anything that involves stealth, you hit them with Vital Point, and it's a guaranteed stagger, which is pretty cool because what you can do is you can hit someone from the bush, enter into Death Blow, teleport behind them, hit them with Dimensional Infiltration, hit them again with Vital Point Strike. He has a very true combo set. In a 1v1, a hit is darn near unbeatable, but the only problem with him is his survivability is a bit harsh. But let's talk about the after Dimensional Infiltration. Now what this does is it actually sets you into a different position by warping. So you pretty much time skip past your opponent or in any direction of your choice. And it applies stealth and movement speed up, which means that you're actually faster in this state, which is really cool in my opinion, because it helps you catch up to people too. You can pretty much cancel this out if you use like Vital Point Strike or your Rush Attack, but it actually continues for longer if you use Death Blow, which is really cool. So if you do land Death Blow, you could just pretty much keep staying invisible and then just keep attacking. But it's more important to actually just go for the true combo instead, which is Dimensional Infiltration or Stealth into Vital Point Strike, into Death Blow, into Dimensional Dimensional infiltration. Now, Assassin's Domain. This is a very, very cool ultimate in my opinion. It's kind of like a domain, literally a domain. What it allows you to do is it pretty much releases your murderous energy, applies fear of death, movement speed, and obscure vision to nearby enemies. That's anybody. This is really good if you're going to do team fights because you literally just turn off everyone's vision. Or if you just want to shut down multiple people but one at a time and they're all trying to jump you, you could jump behind them and go invisible. It's really, really broken. You'll see some fights where I actually do like a lot of work with this ability. It's very broken. I think that so the thing that you actually want to do with hit is you want to be able to poke people and also play offensively as possible and make sure that you're attacking the same person that your teammate's attacking, or if the other person tries to run away, you shut him down too, and you could really catch up to anybody with hit himself. And let's go ahead and talk about the build, because the build is honestly more important with hit. I'm going to be entirely honest, because it actually helps with his entire kit. So let's talk about it. First thing I recommend is obviously Lightning Swift. Now, the reason why I like Lightning Swift is because it does additional damage whenever you're vanish stepping. And that's going to be incredibly key to his build and to his entire kit. The more you flash step, which you're going to be able to do a lot, chasing down enemies, you're going to be able to kill them very quickly by using Lightning Swift as well. Trust me, it does a lot of damage with hit. That's your damage. Now, next we're going to actually pick up Art of the Decoy. Now, this is really cool. Big movement speed boost reduces vanishing step cooldown for 4 seconds. Now, this is whenever you get attacked or obstructed by a hero, you could pretty much dash very quickly out of it if you've already wasted a dash already. This also is a great way to trigger your Lightning Swift again, which is really dope because it works off your vanish steps. And then we're also going to pick up Limit Breaking Jump. Lets you vanish step one more time before its cooldown actually ends. So that's very dope. And then the best part about this build is whenever you use 2 blue cards, your cooldowns are ridiculously slower. Ridiculously reduced. So you can actually, and this is the fun part, you could actually stay invisible the entire match without anybody actually finding you or seeing you. I already showed some gameplay of that earlier, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys have some good luck out there. Take it easy, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Peace out.